Hey guys, Magnus here, bringing you another video, and this video is of course the top 10 robots that I would like to see in the Simpsons Tapped Out. So today we're going to be going through robots. This is the last of the character list that I'm going to be going through. I do want to cover all the Simpsons family's costumes, so in the Discord go and vote for which one you want to see, which is the top 10 Marge, Lisa, or Maggie costumes. We're doing the three Simpsons women, three Simpsons women, girls and babies. So yeah, make sure to go vote for which one you want to see out of those three, and of course that video should be out in the next few weeks and stuff. And then I'm just gonna, for the now, retire this series. I think it's been cool, but I'm getting a bit bored of it, not gonna lie. So yeah, we're gonna do robots today. So top 10 robots. Obviously, I want there to be like a classification, because like there's a problem with this category, right? Have a look at this category and try and tell me the problem. All right, this right here isn't a robot. It's a cyborg. It's Mr. Burns' head, his mind, and it's controlling this robot body. It's a cyborg. It's not a robot. This is also Smith's head controlling it. It's not a cyborg. It's a robot. I think the what's it called? The love bot. Anyway, I know it's not called the love bot, but this one anyway. Frank's like love bot. I think this is a robot. From what I can tell, I don't think this is a cyborg. So this one I think counts as a robot, despite it having a human face. However, this one over here, Hans Beckman, again, is a cyborg, not a robot. So like, yeah, I feel like this category should be changed a little bit. And as such, I've not included any cyborgs in this list. So if you're thinking, oh, why is this particular robot in? Probably maybe because they're a cyborg, or either that or I forgot them. So just double check, because I'm not doing no cyborgs. I really think there should be a separate category for cyborgs. I do want to do a video updating my fixing the character collection doodah. I'm going to be doing a video on that soon. Just on my updated list, where I've got all the characters up to the brand new Thanksgiving update. I've even got them in there. I've been updating it as we've been going along, adding new categories here and there. So that should be an interesting video to go through, and then I can finally do the costumes and what I think my solution to the costume should be. So anyway, let's go through it. There's top 10 robots. So I know I said top 10. I've got top 11 because I just wanted to quickly mention it, briefly mention that, and that's Selma's Lovebot. It would be my number 11. Didn't quite make the list, but I have talked about it on a list before, on the Bouvier list, I believe. I think it just annoys me that we've got the one Lovebot, and they called it Lovebot, but we've not got Selma's Lovebot, the male one. So, yeah, I would like just to get the male one, just so we've got that completed category. Honestly, they should have been a 2-in-1. I don't know why they didn't just make them a 2-in-1 character, because they are so insignificant that they probably deserve to be a 2-in-1 character. But, yeah. So, Selma's Lovebot, I do think they should add him, but he's not that high on my list, so yeah. Moving on. Number 10, the official number 10 of this list, is the Skeleton Funzo. So this is something I've wanted for a while, and they did actually add it in an update as a tappable NPC, but it's not been added as like a full-on NPC. So I do think this should just be an NPC in line with the other Funzos, but I would like a Skeleton Funzo, just because it's the most not gruesome, but the most scary looking Funzo, and I just think it's also like such a memorable part of the episode where that skeleton Funzo kind of jumps out at Lisa. So yeah, I think it should be added as a NPC, just in the game, just roaming around. Just give it to us, throw it in a Christmas update. You can just throw it in the store, that would work. And yeah, so that's number 10, the Skeleton Funzo. Number 9 is the Investor Robot. I do believe that if this were to be added, it probably would be added as a decoration instead of being added as like a character. But that being said, it could be added as a character too. Maybe as an NPC, maybe as a full playable. Hey, I'd be cool with either. I think there's a case for both. Yeah. So the Investor Robot, he obviously is in one of the museums. I think the Springfield's. Smithsonian, I think. I don't even know. Yeah, and he's obviously like a financial robot, so you could throw him in with a bank, pick a random bank that's not been added in, add him with a bank, chuck him in the store. That's how you could do it. Number 8, I've just combined two things because I didn't want to have them have separate parts, a separate place on this list. But this is the number 8 is Buzzkill and Chop Screwy. So Chop Screwy and Buzzkill are two more robots from the Robot Rumble episode. I just find it really annoying that this is maybe this is just me, and maybe I'm like OCD about adding like every single thing, but when they did the Rise of Robots update, something that really bugged me was the fact they didn't add the other robots from the Robot Rumble episode. And I know it's like really like nitpicky and it doesn't really matter too much, but I kind of really liked it if they added these two robots as NPCs, just threw them in the prize track. Now obviously they ended up having a full prize track, they wanted to focus on other things, that's cool, but if we were to get a Rise of Robots 2, then it'd be great to get Buzzkill and Chop Screwy in there, so yeah. Moving on. Number 7 is Gilbot, or also known as the Salesbot. Now I think Gilbot works better just because it kind of it sounds just like Gil in the episode. But the Gilbot is, of course, in a Treehouse of Horror. He's the guy who tries to sell the Ultra House to Marge. Yeah, I definitely think he should be added as a full playable character. I think he could be really unique. And the difference with him being a Gilbot, he doesn't look like an exact Gil replica, so I think it's all cool, you know? Yeah, I think there could be some great tasks with him, some great animations with him. They could definitely do something with him and Gil. Hell, it'd be even funny if Gil sells him. Like, I'm selling the robot version of myself. So yeah, that's the reason why I think the Gilbot should be added. I do think a robot event is perfect, but if they wanted to throw him into a Treehouse of Horror, maybe he like is another, you know, trying to sell something new. Yeah, that could work too. So yeah, that's Gilbot. 6 is David. So David is from a Treehouse of Horror episode. He obviously is like a replacement robot to replace Bart in the episode. I don't remember it too well, but yeah, there he is. Pretty kind of, he's like a major character in one of the segments, so for that reason I've put him higher on the list. Yeah, and Treehouse of Horror update works quite well to add David, or obviously if they were to do a Rise of Robots 2, they could add him in that. Moving on. Number 5 is the Wally Weasel robot. So this is the mascot for Wally Weasel, right? But, and I know we already have the Wally Weasel mascot in the game, there's this animatronic robot in the episode that kind of like is all like, you know, what's the word? I think this might actually be the human version though, technically. But there's a robot in the episode that kind of like malfunctions a lot, and I don't know. I kind of feel like it could be kind of funny if we got the Wally Weasel malfunctioning robot as well as the Wally Weasel mascot, and it would be like a doppelganger. I realise, but the difference is this would be a robot. And the main reason why I put him as number 5 is my number 4 is Senor Beaverotti. So Senor Beaverotti is like the conductor of the Wally Weasel thing, and yeah. I know he's an animatronic more than a robot, but I mean, what's the major difference, really? So yeah, I definitely think he could be like a really funny little NPC. Or to be honest, I do think this stage with all these like different characters could just be added as a decoration. I think that's also a possibility, and I wouldn't be too opposed to it, considering they're like, you can tell they're on stands and stuff. I wouldn't be opposed to them just being this big thing just being a decoration with these two. So, yeah. But if they wanted to add them as characters, I would be cool with that too. Moving on. Number 3 is Medbot. So the Medbot is from the future episodes. It's a character that's appeared twice in 2 future episodes. One in a major way, the other just in the background. But the Medbot I think is really cool. Has like, there's a better picture of the Medbot where the Medbot's on like one wheel basically and like zooming around. But yeah, the Medbot obviously helps Maggie give birth to her baby in the future, and I think it's sentient enough to warrant tasks as well. So I do think it should have tasks, shouldn't just be an NPC. I want this one to have full-on tasks, especially considering it's appeared twice. Number 2 is the bomb disarming robot. So the bomb disarming robot is of course a character in the Simpsons movie. He attempts to disarm the bomb that was obviously placed by the EPA and Russ Cargill, and he ultimately fails and shoots himself in the head. Now, the bomb disarming robot is just a minor character in the movie, but he's like that one sort of character that actually is unique to the movie, and despite him being like fairly minor, I still would really like him to be added as a full playable character. And yeah, I'm gonna say it, a full playable character. I definitely think that could be cool. So yeah, that's number 2, the bomb disarming robot. Number 1, I didn't do a bum roll. Drum roll. Jesus Christ, I miss speaking so much. Bum roll. Drum roll. I didn't do a drum roll. Sorry, I completely forgot. Number 1 is Lingo. Now, I don't know. Look, I love Lingo. I think he was a great mini character. I think he was kind of funny as well when he like corrects Homer in his dying breath. I found him quite amusing, okay? Is it unrealistic that Lisa would build such a thing? Obviously. There's no way Lisa would build such a thing. I don't care how clever she is. There's no way she's inventing something like that. Now, Lingo, yes, he's unrealistic, but I find him very charming and I find him very funny. So, for that reason, he's number 1 on my list, okay? He's the one I want the most. Now, do I think they should add Lingo as a full playable character? Maybe. I mean, I think it's possible, but honestly, Lingo probably would just be better as an NPC. I don't know, though. It's real tricky, because part of me kind of wants Lingo to be an NPC, and when you tap him, you get, like, little text icons, like, it replaces you. Like, maybe it says something like, you don't tap me, basically, like, it corrects your grammar, so you, like, tap him, and he's like, you're tapping me with the wrong "you're," for example, and then you say, it's not you're tapping me with the wrong "you're," it's you're tapping me with the right "you're," if you know what I mean. Something like that could be, like, really interesting, and so that's why I kind of, like, lean towards the NPC. But then part of me is like, oh no, screw it, make Lingo a full playable character, do it. So, I don't know, either way, he's my number 1, even if it is just an NPC. I really would like Lingo in the game. I've wanted him in the game for a while. I kind of like his character, like I say, so there you have it. But anyway, that is my list for the top 10 robots that they need to add to the Simpsons Tapped Out. Hope you've enjoyed. I hope you agree with all the ones on the list, and if you don't, you're wrong. So, thanks for watching. Tell me if I've missed anything, because I probably ultimately have missed something that I probably would put as like number 3 or 2 or 4. So let me know, and make sure to head over to the Discord to vote for which costume video you'd like to see next as we wrap this series up. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, see you next one, goodbye.